For our first episode of Prof-ile, we're so excited to be joined with Dr. Scott. Mia, Abby, and I are so lucky to have Dr. Scott as our consumer behavior professor, and we're so excited for her to be our first guest. Dr. Scott is a really accomplished professor and has published a lot of research. Some of her accomplishments include winning the Distinguished Scientific Contribution Award in 2024 from the Society for Consumer Psychology. She was also previously the president of the AMA Academic Council, and she's currently the co-editor at the Journal of Marketing. We're so excited to be sitting down with her today. Let's get into the episode. Today's episode of our podcast is sponsored by Date. This is a message from their team. Date is a better for you snack company specializing in premium stuffed dates with bold, innovative flavors. We combine high quality natural ingredients with unique toppings to create snacks that are both nutritious and enjoyable. We're not just a snack brand, we're building a community of students and food lovers who want clean ingredients, bold flavors, and a fresh take on the classics. Our mission is to bring a modern twist to traditional snacking by offering gourmet packaged dates with unique toppings. We help health-conscious consumers and curious food lovers enjoy delicious, naturally sweet treats that celebrate flavor and quality one bite at a time. Today I'm joined with Dr. Scott, and we're so excited to have her as our first professor here on our Prof-ile podcast. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me. It's a great privilege to have a chance to spend this time with you. And of course, it's just a delight to get to talk about my journey that brought me here to WP Carey, which is a place near and dear to my heart.
Yeah. To start off, just tell us a little bit about yourself and how you came to be a professor at ASU.
Sure. Well, when I was in your shoes as an undergraduate, I was at Purdue University in Indiana. I grew up in Indiana. And I was fortunate enough to have some marketing internships that gave me a little bit of window into what marketing careers might look like. So I had a chance to work with IBM and also Merck as an intern. And that's what led me to some of my first professional jobs in marketing at 3M and at the Dial Corporation and at Motorola. And those were wonderful experiences, but they made me realize how much I love the educational environment and that I wanted to come back and earn my PhD so that I could become a professor.
That's so fun. What inspired you to go into marketing?
I think it was really this learning about consumer psychology and that business can play a role in doing some good in the world and in helping people improve their lives. A lot of times when we think about or hear about marketing, we think that it's about getting people to buy things that they really may not want or need, but actually marketing is much, much more than that. Marketing can be about helping people find solutions to challenges that they're facing in their lives in a way that's a win-win for a consumer and the company. So in that way, marketing, is something that I'm very passionate about because it can help.
Yeah. Did you find you were always interested in consumer behavior when you were studying marketing as well?
Absolutely. Yeah, I really enjoyed my psychology classes as well as my marketing classes. And that's what made me realize that this is the path I wanted to try for my career.
Very cool. Outside of academia and teaching, what are some of your hobbies or interests?
One of the things that I'm very passionate about is learning about other people and other parts of the world. So I love reading about other cultures and other people's experiences, but also traveling and getting to experience those firsthand. And actually, that's one of the great privileges of being in academia is even in our classrooms, as you've seen, we have classmates from other parts of the world, other parts of the US, and we're all sharing ideas and perspectives and learning from each other. And for me, that's just a great passion.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite place you've traveled to?
Yeah, so I really loved Singapore.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and I liked it because, well, for a few reasons.
Mhm.
One is it's very different
Yeah.
than what I had known before visiting there. It's very multicultural, and one of the things that the country takes a lot of pride in is seeing all of these cultures flourish together.
Mhm.
So you have people from local descent, you have people from Chinese descent, Indian descent, expats from all over the world, and everybody is working together in this tiny country to create intellectual capital.
That's
and
really
it's
cool.
really,
Yeah,
it's
that's
inspiring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing. For students who might not be familiar, how would you describe your research or area of expertise?
Yeah, so my interest in my area of expertise is focused on merging uh, business objectives and individual and societal well-being. And what I mean by that is my philosophy of research is that businesses can flourish when they are working in the best interest of consumers. And so understanding those consumer needs and helping businesses to provide solutions in ways that are, of course, profitable and sustainable, but also beneficial to consumers is a win for everyone. And so most of my research centers in that domain.
Yeah. Is there a piece of research you're the most proud of?
Yeah, I right now I'm doing some research that I'm very excited about. And that is we are looking at a very specific kind of service.
Okay.
We're studying the experiences of refugees around the world and trying to understand how to best help refugees integrate into their new country.
Yeah.
Because ultimately, these are people who have been displaced from their homes, not by choice, but they bring some expertise to their new country.
Yeah.
And so it's beneficial for the new country to be able to understand how to bring folks in so that they can be their best selves, so that they can offer up as much as possible to the new culture. And one of the things that we are finding, we have a survey of over 6,000 refugees in Europe. And one of the things that we are learning from them is that male and female refugees have very different journeys. Yeah. They have different needs and expectations. And so successfully integrating is really crucial for a person to join the workforce and contribute to the country. And women are having a harder time with that integration. And so we're working now with some agencies to explore how we can better design the integration services to make women want to participate, and also to help women to successfully complete integration courses so that they can get jobs and add to their local country.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's
it's really
cool.
exciting.
No, that sounds like a really exciting piece. What do you believe are some of the benefits of pursuing a master's or doctorate degree, or why did you make that decision for yourself?
Sure. I think that the W.B. Carey bachelor's degree is a really valuable asset. I think this is something that's going to be a ticket for you and others to open many doors. It's a big accomplishment.
Thank you.
At the same time, I think that as you go through your educational experience and as you start to think about the types of jobs that you want to have, and even after you get into your career, you may get to a point where you want to specialize or you want additional expertise. So let's say you're a marketing undergraduate and you go into an exciting new position, maybe as an assistant brand manager in a company. And as you're developing those skills over a couple of years, you realize like, well, I really want to go into senior management and I need to develop some skills around that. So you might then choose to go back and pursue an MBA, either part-time or full-time, to get those extra skills to further prepare you for that next level in your journey. Now, getting a PhD is for a little bit different path. So a PhD is primarily a research degree. So if you decided, like we talk a lot about in research a lot in class, as you know, and if you kind of think, boy, that is my passion, that excites me, and I want to take a really deep dive and learn about, doing very rigorous academic research, then a PhD could be a really wonderful path to pursue that line of education. So the two paths, a master's or a PhD, are a little different. But as we talked about in class today, we talked about goals. It is an attainable goal, but also a challenging goal. And I think, the master's, the PhD, when you're ready for those steps, I think, you're really up to the challenge.
What do you believe is your teaching philosophy, and how would you describe your personal teaching style?
Sure. My teaching philosophy is that I want my students to leave my class knowing that they have a concrete toolkit that they can take into any number of different marketing jobs and succeed. So my hope is that, we talk on the very first day of class, big picture of all of the things that we're going to cover. And my hope is that by the end of the class, students are walking away saying, I have my toolkit. I know if I get thrown some new questions, I now have some frameworks that I can use to answer those questions, impress my boss, and also solve the tough business questions, and in a way that's going to be ethical and concerned about the bottom line and beyond. Meaning, yes, we need to focus on the bottom line. Businesses have to be profitable, but we also need to do this in a way that is not causing harm and is helping the people on the planet and the planet itself flourish. And so this is my wish at the end of every semester, is that students come away with a little bit more perspective along that line.
You're doing a great job. We're learning a lot.
Oh, thank you.
What assignments can students expect to receive in your course? Do you focus more on group work, discussions, quizzes, exams?
Yeah, so I am a big believer, as you know, in all of us learning from each other and with each other. And so I do like to have interactivity in the classroom in real time, where we're, students are talking with each other, students are sharing out to the group the tough questions, and that we think about those and try to apply the concepts. At the same time, consumer behavior is a very theory-rich subject, and so we also need to spend a lot of time developing mastery of the major theories and frameworks that guide consumer behavior. So we also are going to spend a lot of time with that in class.
Yeah, definitely. How do you think that students can get the most out of your class, or what would be your advice for students taking your class?
Sure. So I have a goal of trying to make the class very structured. And the reason for that is I think it's only fair that the class is predictable for students. Nobody likes surprises when the stakes are high and it comes to your education and your grades. And because of that, I try to bake all of those pieces in.
Yeah.
I also recognize that we're human. We have a life.
Yeah.
Life is going to happen. And so I try to build that in with things like the quizzes and extra credit, so that people have a chance to show what they know and shine, but also some leeway so that, you know, we all have an off day. Yeah. And if that happens, it's not going to be crushing.
Yeah.
In terms of how to succeed, I think it's showing up is a big part of it. Definitely. Being present. And when you show up, being engaged, you know, talking about the topics, sharing your experiences, asking your questions, and then, you know, reflecting and reviewing that information in the way that works best for you, either on your own or with a group of friends to just, you know, review the content.
Yeah. For students who might not know, who like have entered a marketing major, what are some career paths that marketing majors can pursue after college, or some career paths that marketing majors may not consider, but that is an option to them?
Sure. I think the beauty of marketing is that you're developing both soft skills, which people think a lot of when they think of marketing people, but also critical thinking and analytical skills. Yeah. And those are the skills that people may not realize are always running in the background in the types of decisions that we're making in marketing. And so this means that you have a range of, you know, brand management to or product management to marketing research to key account management to marketing communications to strategic marketing planning, analytics, you know, retail leadership. It could be a buyer for a major brand. There's so many exciting paths that you can pursue with your marketing degree.
Yeah, and I realized that too throughout going through college, is like how many options there are for marketing majors, which is amazing. So to wrap everything up, what is the most rewarding part of being a WP Carey professor?
I love this place, as you know. But I think there is this entrepreneurial energy that is like, it's like the heartbeat of WP Carey and even ASU more generally, where there's just this pulse of things happening. You know, there is exchange of big ideas, and those are backed up by action and we have the chance to have students be a big part of that. Like some members of your team are working in our Cialdini behavioral lab, as an example. So like getting real-time experience on research. Others are engaging in, you know, the sales program or the Lions in the Desert program. And so I feel like it's such a vibrant place that is really laying out opportunities for the students to grow, flourish, be your best, and at the same time interact closely with faculty as you're going along that journey. And to me, that's, you know, it just makes it fun to come to work.
Yeah, definitely. So now we're going to get into some rapid fire questions. Are you ready?
Yes.
Perfect. Coffee or tea?
Tea.
Window or aisle seat of an airplane?
Aisle.
Musical theater or concerts?
Concerts.
Friends or Seinfeld?
Friends.
Soft or hard tacos?
Crunchy.
Pepsi or Coke?
Coke Zero.
Good answer. Hot dog or hamburger?
Ooh, that's hard. Hot dog.
Ice cream in a cup or a cone?
Cone.
Talk or listen?
Listen.
History or science?
History.
Podcasts or books?
Podcasts.
Save or spend?
Save.
Sweet or savory?
Sweet.
Phone call or text?
Phone call.
skinny, or waffle fries?
Skinny.
Perfect. That wraps up our rapid fire. Well, thank you so much for joining us. We're so excited to have you as our first guest.
Thank
Mia,
you.
Abby, and I love your class so much, and
Thank
so
you,
we're
thank
so
you.
excited that you joined us today.
It's
Thank
a
you
big
so much.
privilege. Thank you so
Yeah,
much for
of
including me
course.
and thinking of me for this. And it's a delight to have you guys in my class.
Of course, this was so much fun.
Thank you. Thank you.